First car to go 5 km per hour, 3 miles per hour. The first car to achieve a top speed of 5 km per hour is not well documented, as cars were not common or widely available at that time and records were not kept as they are now. However, it is possible that the first cars to achieve this speed was the steam-powered vehicles, built by Nicolas Joseph Cugnot in 1770. The steam-powered vehicles built by Nicolas Joseph Cugnot were considered to be the first self-propelled road vehicle. Cugnot built a steam-powered military tractor that was intended to be used for hauling artillery. It was not very successful, however, as it was slow and had difficulty moving on rough terrain. The vehicle is currently on display at the Musée des Arts at Métier in Paris, France. First car to go 20 km per hour, 13 miles per hour. The first car to achieve a top speed of 20 km per hour, 13 miles per hour, was the Benz Patent Motorwagen, built by Carl Benz in 1885. The Patent Motorwagen, also known as the Benz Patent Motor Car, was the first practical automobile with a gasoline-powered internal combustion engine. The car was patented by Carl Benz on January 29, 1886, and it is considered to be the first true automobile. It had 3 wheels and was powered by a 4-stroke, 954cc engine that produced 0.75 horsepower. The vehicle had a top speed of approximately 20 km per hour, 13 miles per hour, and could travel for up to 16 kilometers, 10 miles, on a single tank of fuel. The Patent Motorwagen is considered to be one of the most significant inventions in the history of transportation, and it's considered as the first automobile that was built under the modern concept of a motor car. It's worth noting that the Benz Patent Motorwagen was not only the first car to reach 20 km per hour, but also the first car to be produced commercially. First car to go 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour. La Jamais Content, French for the Never Satisfied, was an electric car built in 1898. It was designed and built by the Belgian Camille Genetzi, who also drove the vehicle to a top speed of 105.882 km per hour, 66 miles per hour, on April 29, 1899, breaking the land speed record. The car was powered by a bank of 10 lead-acid batteries, which provided a total of 68 horsepower to the electric motor. The car had a torpedo-shaped body, and was made mostly of aluminum to reduce weight. The car had 4 wheels with a total weight of 1,090 kilograms. Genetzi's record stood for just over a year, before it was broken by an internal combustion engine-powered car. However, the Jamais Content is still considered an important milestone in the history of automobile development, as it was one of the first vehicles to exceed 100 km per hour. First car to go 150 km per hour, 93 miles per hour. The first car to achieve a speed of 150 km per hour, 93 miles per hour, was the Mercedes-Benz SSK, built in the late 1920s and early 1930s. The SSK, Super Sport Curs, was a shortened and sportier version of the SS, Super Sport, model, and it was powered by a 7.1-liter, inline 6-cylinder engine. The car was designed by the legendary Mercedes-Benz engineer, Ferdinand Porsche, and was driven by famous race car driver, Rudolf Caracciola, who set the 150 km per hour speed record in the SSK in 1931. Caracciola set the record on a stretch of the Autobahn between Frankfurt and Darmstadt. This record was achieved during a period of intense competition between Mercedes-Benz and Auto Union, who were both trying to set new speed records. First car to go 200 km per hour, 124 miles per hour. The first car to achieve a top speed of 200 km per hour, 124 miles per hour, was the Bugatti Type 35, which was first introduced in 1924. The car was a significant achievement in automotive engineering and set a new standard for performance and speed in the early days of automobile racing. The Type 35 featured a lightweight design and an 8-cylinder engine that produced around 100 horsepower. One of the key features of the Type 35 was its advanced suspension and braking systems. The car featured a 4-wheel independent suspension, which provided a smooth ride and excellent handling. The brakes were also well designed, featuring drums on all 4 wheels that were both large and effective. The Type 35 was produced from 1924 through 1930, and around 800 units were built during that time. Today, the Bugatti Type 35 is highly sought after by collectors and can fetch millions of dollars at auction. First car to go 250 km per hour, 155 miles per hour. The first car to achieve a top speed of 250 km per hour, 155 miles per hour, is not clear as there are multiple claims of different cars reaching this speed in the 1920s and 1930s. One car that was said to reach this speed was the Mercedes-Benz SSK, which was first introduced in 1928. The SSK was a high-performance racing car that was powered by a supercharged 7.1-liter engine that produced around 300 horsepower. The car was driven by racing legend Rudolf Caracciola, and it was able to reach a top speed of around 260 km per hour, 162 miles per hour, on the Autobahn. Another car that was said to reach this speed was the Bugatti Type 55, which was first introduced in 1931. The Type 55 was a road-going version of the Type 51 race car, and it was powered by an 8-cylinder engine that produced around 130 horsepower. The car was able to reach a top speed of around 220 km per hour, 137 miles per hour, on the open road. First car to go 300 km per hour, 187 miles per hour. The first production car to achieve a top speed of 300 km per hour, 187 miles per hour, was the Bugatti Veyron 16.4, which was first introduced in 2005. The Veyron was developed by the Volkswagen Group and was powered by an 8-liter, quad-turbocharged W16 engine that produced an astounding 1,001 horsepower. The car was able to reach a top speed of 407 km per hour, 253 miles per hour, and set a new world record for the fastest production car at that time. It's worth noting that the Bugatti Veyron was a limited edition, high-performance supercar that was produced in small numbers and was one of the most expensive cars in the world at the time of its release. The car was a significant achievement in automotive engineering and set a new standard for performance and speed in the 21st century. First car to go 350 km per hour, 218 miles per hour. The first production car to achieve a top speed of 350 km per hour, 218 miles per hour, is not clear as there are multiple claims of different cars reaching this speed in recent years. One car that was said to reach this speed was the Koenigsegg Agera RS, which was first introduced in 2011. The Agera RS was a limited edition, high-performance supercar that was powered by a 5.0-liter V8 engine that produced 1,341 horsepower. The car was able to reach a top speed of 447 km per hour, 277 miles per hour, and set a new world record for the fastest production car in November 2017. Another car that was said to reach this speed was the Hennessy Venom F5, which was first announced in 2017. The Venom F5 was a limited edition, high-performance supercar that was powered by a 7.4-liter V8 engine that was said to produce 1,600 horsepower. The car was claimed to be able to reach a top speed of 480 km per hour, 298 miles per hour. First car to go 370 km per hour, 230 miles per hour. There are a few production cars that have been verified to achieve a top speed of 370 km per hour, 230 miles per hour, or more. One of them is the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, which was introduced in 2019. The Chiron Supersport 300 Plus is a limited edition, high-performance supercar that is powered by a 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine that produces 1,577 horsepower. The car was able to reach a top speed of 304 miles per hour, 490 km per hour, on a closed section of the Autobahn. This made it the fastest production car in the world at that time. Another car that has been verified to achieve a top speed of 370 km per hour, 230 miles per hour, or more is the Koenigsegg Jesko, which was first introduced in 2019. The Jesko is a limited edition, high-performance supercar that is powered by a 5.0-liter V8 engine that produces 1,280 horsepower. The car was able to reach a top speed of 482 km per hour, 300 miles per hour, on a closed section of the runway. However, it was not officially recognized as a production car by Guinness World Records, since only 25 units were built, which is not enough to be considered as a production car. First car to go 400 km per hour, 249 miles per hour. The first production car to achieve a top speed of 400 km per hour, 249 miles per hour, was the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, built in 2020. The Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus is a limited edition supercar produced by the French car manufacturer Bugatti. It is powered by an 8.0-liter W16 engine with 4 turbochargers, which produces 1,577 horsepower. The car was able to reach a top speed of 304 miles per hour, 490 km per hour, under controlled conditions. However, similar to the Koenigsegg Agera RS, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus was not officially recognized as a production car by Guinness World Records, since only 30 units were built, which is not enough to be considered as a production car. Thank you for watching.